Today, I'm going to tell you 6 mistakes looking back over the last 27 years of doing lawn care. 6 mistakes that I had made. I wish I could go back and change. Number 1 is I was slow to fire people. I would have guys that came to work for me that were good drinking buddies, good guys in the truck, lazy as could be. Those guys are actually costing me money. And I should have known that. I should have realized that sooner. I didn't. I was like, oh, I don't want to fire Johnny because Johnny's such a good guy, and him and I had beers after work, and I came up with more excuses to keep the guy than he was worth, and I shouldn't have. I should have been quicker to get rid of him. Now, today's day and age, if you got a pulse, you almost got to keep him, so that point's probably almost mute. But number 2, I should have marketed to the people who had the money, and I made a mistake on that. And my mistake was this. I was in a small town of Antigo, Wisconsin. There's not a ton of money here, not a ton of people that'll pay for your services. I should have opened up the scope of where I was going, should have gotten out to more of the lake properties, more of the bigger properties, marketed more in the areas where there's really nicer homes that people can afford your service. So I screwed up there. Number 3, I listened to the wrong people on YouTube. And this was a big thing. I always thought I could make this huge, monumental lawn care company, and I listened to guys who had done it. No, it's so easy, you got to do this, that, and the other. What I didn't realize is that it was a small community that I live in, and I kept marketing to that community over and over again. The money wasn't there, the population wasn't there, and as a result of that, I didn't grow very well. Number 4, enforce your rules immediately. You go to set a rule for somebody. When you set the rules in your company and you let one guy slack on those rules, that's bad news. That spreads like cancer in your organization. The rest of the guys see that you let him off the hook if you caught him drinking or smoking dope or something like that, and you just gave him a slap on the wrist and let him go. It doesn't take long for everybody else to start doing the same shit because they know you're not going to do anything about it. All right, number 5, hanging on to problem customers. There's a time in your life where you just got to let go of these people. For years, I didn't. I kept them all the time, and it was a downfall of me. They were nothing but headaches. You could never upsell these people on anything. I made bare minimum off them, and they bitched all the time. I wish I would have gotten rid of them a lot sooner. That would have freed up some time for me to market to get better customers. But I was so bogged down with all the bad customers, I didn't have a lot of time to market to better customers. And finally, number 6, not charging enough money. Most everybody is guilty of this. You got to charge more for your lawn care services. Figure out what you're worth an hour and then start putting that in there. If they don't want to pay you that, you don't want them as a customer anyway. Those are my 6 tips. I hope they help you all.